just, you want me to hit them at 10 o'clock?
Yeah, you try to hit them now.
Okay, here we go.
All right. Good day from Alaska. It's 10 o'clock here. I am so blessed to be down here by the peaceful river fishing for salmon for the next half hour. I do live streaming daily from 10 to 10:30 Alaska time. I did catch a couple this morning already. One really nice male, one nice female, and a little one. There's no size limit on sockeye salmon, so the little one counts towards the possession limit of 6. So I got 3 of them. It's still good fishing. There's still fish in the river. They did not have the fish count posted a couple minutes ago. How many fish came through yesterday? I'm guessing it backed off some more. It's still good. There's just not as many in here this morning, but I'm still getting them. I'm still happy about it. Anytime I can get a few, it makes my day. Yesterday I got a couple pinks. The pinks salmon are starting to come in the river. The pink salmon come every other year for some reason, and the sockeye, the kings, and the silvers come in every year to spawn. And for those of you that don't know, the sockeye salmon are plankton eaters. They swim from the mouth of the river up to Skilac Lake. They need to go to a lake to spawn. The kings, the silvers, and the pinks, they spawn right in the river. And there's not near as many kings and silvers. Like this year, probably in another 3 weeks, the river will be just full of pinks. It'll be hard to get a sockeye. The pinks will get in the way. The old saying is that there's so many pinks in the river you could almost walk across the river. There's usually a lot of pinks. I do live streaming daily from 10 to 10:30 Alaska time. My cousin Menno went, I took him to the airport early this morning to Kenai to fly back to Anchorage. He's going back to Minnesota. He had a sad look on his face. He really enjoyed his fishing. I think he's hooked on this Alaska fishing, like I am.
Got some washers.
I've been fishing for about 3 weeks straight when the salmon run started. Every morning. I'm so blessed. I get to get up, get a cup of coffee, walk down to the river, and do what I love to do. That is fishing for salmon. So for those of you that don't know, the sockeye salmon that I'm fishing for, that swim up to Skilac Lake to spawn, they come up river with their mouth open. They travel 80 miles. There's not a lot of waterfalls on their journey on this river like some other rivers, but they are very tough, strong swimmers. So I put enough weight on to get the sockeye salmon are coming through a couple feet out. Usually the water has so much silt from the glacier rock in it that you can't see them swim by. It has cleared up a little bit. I see a few now and then. and they take the path of least resistance, so they're down at the bottom a couple feet out from the bank. So how to get them is to get enough weight on it. I'm using split shots. Using split shots to get the weight down to the bottom. When I floss down through, I just want to feel it touch the bottom bump, and then I put a floaty little plastic egg on the hook to float it to get it off the bottom just a little bit. And the current pushes this line, I guess I called it string the other day, down through, and as the salmon are swimming up through, the idea is to land this in their mouth by putting it in at 11 o'clock, let the current push it down through, land it in the salmon's mouth, and then as you pull up, lift up on the rod, you hook them. They don't bite on bait, they're plankton eaters. So let me show you how to catch one here. You just kind of let the current float it down through, and then you lift up on the end. If you rip really hard at the end like this, that's called snagging. That's illegal. But if you just float the hook down through with the current and lift up and get them by the mouth, it's a legal hook. You can keep them. The possession limit is 6 right now. So I got 3 of them. Size doesn't matter. If it's a sockeye salmon, it counts as 1 of them for the possession limit. There's a few silvers I hear starting to come through in the river also. Silvers are fun to catch. They do bite on bait. There's not as many of them. There was no king season again this year. The king salmon numbers coming in the river have been so low that they've had it closed for the last 10 years to let the ones that do come in spawn and reproduce to get the numbers back up. So usually when there's no king season, using live bait is illegal. So this plastic egg is unscended on my hook. There are scented eggs, those are illegal. I found out I didn't know better, and I was using them one time when Fish and Game came by, and they seen I had a jar of plastic eggs, and they wanted to smell them, and they were scented, and they said that's considered live bait. They were nice about it. I got a citation like I should have gotten, and then I ordered some unscented ones. So anyways, when the silvers come in, the silvers, you can catch them with spinners casting out, pulling a spinner through the water, making noise. The silvers will go after them. The best way to catch them is on cured fish eggs, to float them down with a bobber. They really love those. But that's considered live bait, so that's illegal. Usually that's not allowed to use until the 15th of August. So it's kind of quiet, peaceful down here. I love being by the river, being out in nature. Come on, fish. Now it's time for the joke of the day, if I may. Why do salmon refuse to go on a date? Because they're afraid they're going to get hooked. Ha ha! when the fishing slows down a little bit, they come through in schools. You can see them surface 2-3 minutes at a time and then nothing. I'm planning on putting these two bigger ones in the freezer. Keep that little one out for dinner. Go to the garden, get some fresh lettuce to go with it. Not a lot of carbon footprint in me walking down getting a salmon and walking to the garden getting some fresh lettuce. The estimated sonar counter for yesterday's fish that came up through hasn't been posted yet. A few days ago it was 53,000. 3 days ago it was 70,000. So it's backing off right now. It's still good. So the cumulative estimated salmon that have come up through to go to skip to fish or to spawn is 1.65 million. They expect 2 million to come up through this year. So I do expect it to pick back up again. I can still get my possession limited. It's still good fishing. A slow day, oh, there one of them jumped. A slow day of fishing is more fun for me than working. I get to be by the river. Peace, quiet. Again, I am on live 10 to 10:30 Alaska time. Oh, there's a twig. Oh. Thank you guys, people who put comments in the comment section. Got any questions, comments, please put them in the comment section. I got some to go catch up from yesterday. I got up at 4:30 to take Menno to Kenai to the airport to fly back to Anchorage to catch his connecting flight back to Minneapolis today. He looked a little sad when I dropped him off, and he realized fishing was done with. There, I felt one. Sorry about the internet connection yesterday. I got a couple routers on the property and I got one down here closer to the dock. And yesterday I was locked on to a router up on top that was further away. nice fresh air here in Alaska. Fresh cup of coffee. Fishing. It doesn't get much better than this for me. When I get a fish on, it gets better, but otherwise it's good too. Just being down here. Check my hook when I drag it across the bottom. The rocks, it gets dull, but it's still sharp. The real dull hook doesn't help. Got my son Reuben Jr. coming up in a couple weeks. So I'm looking forward to do some fishing with him yet. He's down in hot San Antonio, Texas, so he's looking forward to coming up here and getting some cooler weather. I brought him up here when he was like 10 years old for the first time, and he enjoyed it, and he still does, to come to Alaska. Come on, fish. After the live stream when I do 10 to 10:30, sometimes I just walk up, get another cup of coffee, take a little break, come back down, and they're coming through. They kind of come through in schools. It's always best to be here when they come through to catch one. Looks like the guy across the river's got one on. I fish off the end of the dock and I get in the water and fish. I like both of them. Standing in the water fishing is a little more of a challenge to land the fish once you hook one than it is on the dock here. do expect another big run to push through. We got I think there's quite a few fish going to come through yet. We've had a couple, probably about the 18th or so of July, we had somewhere around there, we had a day of 190,000 coming through. They were just really thick in here. And then they backed off, and then 4 or 5, 6 days ago we had another big school of them coming through. I think we got up to 170,000, and now we're backing off, so I do expect another one. If not, I do have enough for myself and to share with my family. I'm from a family of 13, and I have 75 nephews and nieces, so I'm going to keep fishing. I'm their favorite salmon giver in the family. I do have a halibut outing scheduled for August 6th. If I can get internet with me out there, I will take my GoPro with and be on YouTube live streaming from the halibut boat from 10 to 10:30 Alaska time. I usually go fishing with this good guide named Boo. We if the weather is good, we go all the way 60 miles out and do a combo outing of lingcod, halibut, yellow eye, Pacific cod, and black bass. Usually it's an all-day deal, but usually get a lot of fish. I was on one last week. I took Dramamine, and I still almost got seasick. So I definitely got to take Dramamine for it. Otherwise, it's not a very enjoyable day. If anybody wants to see how I smoke salmon, I did make a video posted on YouTube and Ruben, how to smoke salmon, from putting it in the brine to how long to leave it in the brine. The whole process is on there on the video. When the sockeye run kind of comes to an end, I'm planning on smoking a bunch of salmon to take back to my family and friends. I don't like to do it when it's real busy fishing. To 10:30 Alaska time, I live stream salmon fishing. Well, it looks like I'll be fishing for a while today. I usually get my possession limit of 6, and I got 3 of them right now. But I got all day to do it if I need to. It's so peaceful here by the river. Can't wait for my son to come here for a week. Fish with him, visit, catch up, do things together. He's already 30 years old. Oh, little breeze coming through. I think that's going to affect the fish. I bet the fish don't even know when it's windy, or maybe they can see the waves. It's called fishing today, not just catching, fishing.
Menno's watching in Anchorage.
Hi, Menno. Menno that I took to the airport this morning. I guess he's watching live in Anchorage, probably wishing he was here. Fishing is still good, Menno, not as good as it was while you were here. That's my cousin Menno Hirschberger from Harmony, Minnesota. After he caught a couple salmon and wrestled them, got them landed, he was hooked. He had a smile from ear to ear every time he was catching a salmon. Alright, I guess that's all for today. For those of you that are on my YouTube channel, YouTube and Ruben, and others, I do live stream from 10 to 10:30 Alaska time. If you like this video, please share, like, and subscribe.